For careers, for work, or for studies, or for work, or for personal reasons?
Uh, where, ma'am? Sorry.
And I'm saying you have been from Bihar, Vizag, and then Delhi for personal or work or career reasons.
Oh, okay, okay. Bihar is my home. Like my father and mother is from
Yeah,
Bihar.
yeah.
And since childhood, I have been in Vizag, in Andhra,
Acha,
because my parents preferred that for studies, it's good. So I
right.
have been there graduating everything. So
Mm,
now I'm shifted to Delhi.
okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Good to know that. Awesome. So, Shubhangi, what are you building? What's your business like?
Yeah, my business is about emotional wellness coach. I am an emotional wellness coach. So I use a few modalities through which I generally resolve and clear the emotional pains of people, and through NLP, I rewire their brain, neurons.
Lovely,
Yeah.
lovely.
So
For how long have you been doing this?
this is past 1 year I have been doing. Like
Okay.
very actively, I have been doing since last 6, 7 months.
Mm.
I started like past 1 year.
Good. And before that, what were you doing?
Before that, I was preparing for UPSC.
Okay.
Why I came to Delhi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, how come UPSC to becoming an emotional wellness coach?
Yeah. So UPSC was something, so my core is always serving. So I graduated as an engineer.
Hmm.
But at that time, I was very sure I don't want to be an engineer. So that was very sure since first year in engineering. But as I have to complete the graduation, I completed it.
Right.
But then during the third year and fourth year, I saw some videos uh, that like it just came to YouTube, and felt like the IS is the best way to serve people, and so that I can see the impact that my work will give it, and all those. So I was like, okay. I was really passionate about being an IS officer. Then later I realized it was heartbreaking, but yeah, later I realized that the kind of life they live after becoming an IS officer, you have a life with huge responsibilities and things 24/7. You have to be there because the whole district is on you.
Yeah.
It's not an easy job. And do I want the same kind of schedule for myself? It was a very like it was a no from inside. So I decided that I no longer want to do this.
Yeah.
Then it naturally pivoted to something. This I was always interested since 10th class. I used to read about these things, emotional wellness things. I used to be in spirituality and all. So these things were my, I think I love doing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so that is why this is the best for me.
Beautiful. Love to know that you found your passion and purpose and something that you
Mm,
love doing. Beautiful.
yeah.
So, Shubhangi, before we get started, I want to know. So, you got into the story selling sprint.
Mm.
You must have gone through certain sprint videos. What is something, one or two things that clicked for you? Like, ये light bulb moment hai. This is something that I can apply. Any wins that you got from our program?
Yeah, yeah. So I watched, I have taken like very long back. But recently, like, you have been posting every day in WhatsApp. So that was like, though last 2, 3 days only I started watching, and I completed the whole thing in like a day or two, I guess. And then I started watching some of the videos in your YouTube. So I was really someone. Right now, I'm working actually with a business coach. I have mentioned in the form as well. uh, but the one thing that I feel more pressured there, I feel that it's not flowing. It's like I don't know, there's something forceful there.
Yeah.
Like you have to do this, and maybe it's not the way normally I do. It's out of my comfort zone, like hugely.
Yeah.
So it feels like a restriction. So that is what clicked here for
Mm.
me. That you mentioned that you have to be. I saw your wow factor as well. So I saw that I have to be myself in order to be that, like in order to sell. So that is the most I felt the most aligned at that moment.
Relieving. I'm like, oh my God, precious
Yeah,
relief that I can be myself.
yes,
Somebody has given me permission that Shubhangi can be herself and still can have a thriving life.
yeah. And I was like, if I can be myself and I can build a business of my own and like earn as well, good, then nothing like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that one wow factor was like really bulb on moment. And another thing is, I'm not sure whether right now with whom I'm working, they are using ads. Through that, I run DM ads. Through that, I get DMs. And then in DM, I qualify, and then one-to-one session happens. There, and that sales happens. That is the basic thing that we go through. But I'm not able to do a lot in content part.
Right. Right.
I'm not getting much, like I'm getting support from there through content as well, but that is not something that I align with.
Got it. Got it.
So, yeah. So one big was like really a wow factor. That was that video. I think that was really beautiful. And otherwise, I've seen all. Like I liked a lot of things. Probably I'm not remembering right now.
Got it.
As I remember, I'll let you know.
Got it. Um, all right. So what is that one thing that you would like to discuss on this call?
Yeah. I had one question. I had some questions. I
Hmm.
remember one right now that like I want to scale myself. Like right now, I am earning only 25,000 on average per month. I want to scale it to at least 1 lakh, 2 lakh, and 5 lakhs up. So is it possible to without ads as well?
Okay. Hmm.
Or is it like through ads only? It is possible.
You've gone through the sprint.
Yeah.
What's your best guess?
What I understood that we do organic marketing through story selling. We do content, game, and then in that story sell, and then we
Yeah, but
that
do
is
you
how
think
we.
making one between 1 to 5 lakh is possible without ads? What is your best guess?
If it's a possibility game, it should be possible.
So the videos that you've seen, did you come across something that, how we made like category in terms of the numbers, 1 lakh, 5 lakh? Was that made without any ads? Not even a website, not even a sales page.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I remember hearing that.
So yeah, you
Yeah.
know the answer. Short answer is yes.
Yes.
Answer is yes. Yeah. How is what we can discuss later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah. So is it like without ads, it will take much time?
Okay. Uh, we'll discuss that. Right. We'll discuss the how of it. So this is what you want to talk about, right? Mm, all right. So what we'll do is, before I get deeper into the plan, tell me right now, the one that you said you're working with somebody, is it like an agency doing it for you, the ads, or is it like a coaching?
They have done it for me, the
So they
ad. They are not agency, like they are business coaches, but they have helped me to make the ad, the
And who's running the ad, meta ads, ad monitoring, etc.?
monitoring and all I am doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay, right. And so this is an agency. They are not. They're like a business coach, not like your emotional aggregator, wellness aggregator. What's your ticket size? What are you charging per person?
Me right now.
Mm.
Okay, right now I am charging 30K
Per
per
client,
person, per
and
client,
for what duration?
for 2 months.
Okay. All right. So, Shubhangi, let's do this thing. So I got your question. So you basically we want to discuss how can I use storytelling? How can I be completely myself to be able to sustainably grow, right? Gradually, sustainably grow to even 1 lakh to 5 lakhs on a consistent basis. So we'll create a plan for you, and I'll show you how. And if it is aligned, like you said, I'll show you the how I can possibly work with you at a deeper level. If not, even if it's not aligned, I'll still get you enough clarity for you to go ahead the way you're doing it right. Either way, it should give you some clarity right now. Make sense? All right, awesome. So right now, just walk me through your current process. Like, just walk me through in the last 1 year to 6 months. What are you building? What's your process like? What's your current
Uh,
process?
for the business.
Yes.
Yeah. So what happened? I joined my coach, like who trained me, so that I have done last year Jan. I joined him last year Jan, and then I learned everything. And then I was not able to do anything in my business, so I was basically coaching my own community members for free, so that I can get the experience of it. So then I was like, but I'm not making any money.
Mhm.
Then I understood that, okay, I need assistance. I don't know how this business works. Nobody in my family has business background, so I have no idea. I need to take help. I don't know how the system works. So I then searching for the b- people who could help me for that. So that is how I got these business coaches on board, and they are, I'm working with them since I think July, July, I think. And then they have been, after they have come in. So since then, I have got 3 sales till now. So yeah, that is what has been happening till now. And the process is that we run DM ads. I get the DM, then I qualify them whether they are with the same problem that I solve or not. And then I tell them to book the call. After they book the call, I give them a short 20-minute video where they know what is the process of mine. And then one-to-one call happens. And if I'm able to close, then it's a yes. If I'm not able to close, then that's
Good. Good. Right. Um. Okay. So
the
let's say
content. I'm not doing much.
okay, the organic content you mean.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So let's say now that you're here on the call, I'm sure you're thinking, okay, how do I close more clients? Because in July, it's only like you are closing like one client in 2 or 3 months. That's what's happening.
2 months. Yeah.
So let's say, like you also said that, hey, I want to be able to continuously grow and continuously get busy doing what I love doing, and so what would success like for you in the next 6 months if you're able to grow? What would that number look like for you to see that, hey, this is happening?
The income
Mm.
or the client.
Both. It's same thing,
Okay.
now. Income.
Yeah.
Let's talk about income. One number.
Yeah. For next 6 months, I feel like I'm really working. The last, I just know I'm a good coach when it comes to it. So I feel like 5 lakhs is very possible for me in 6 months. If I get the right guidance, I'm sure I can reach there. Uh, yeah, that
Right.
is the number for me.
Hmm. Hmm. So right now, what is stopping you from making that happen on your own?
Yeah, so first thing is I'm not able to do the first thing also clicked the fact that I before even joining your program, your ad used to come. So I am always very, it's just a personal thing in me that I'm very interested in storytelling. So I didn't know that we can do story selling as well.
Hmm.
So, but as I also wanted to become a good communicator in the process, I just knew this is some skill that I always needed.
Hmm.
So whenever I used to, before taking the course also, I was always like, no matter what, I have to take this course. No. So when the ad used to come, because I need to learn this thing, and one
Right.
the trust
Hmm.
got built when I saw the client's result. When in your I think
Yeah.
this thing, one influencer is there or something, someone, she was talking about how passionately you work towards
Hmm.
building someone's business. So yeah, I'm so sorry, I forgot the time. Like, what was the question?
I was asking, so what, how would it, so let's say,
Mm.
if next 6 months, so let me just paraphrase it. You wanted to do a job, but you did not do a job. But right now, let's say, and you probably know, you also know that let's say you were in a job.
Mhm.
कोई भी जॉब आपने पकड़ा होता इंजीनियर या यूपीएससी नहीं भी होता तो कोई भी आप जॉब सो यू मस्ट हैव अप्लाइड फॉर अ जॉब राइट एवर पहले जॉब किया कोई
Yeah,
अच्छा अच्छा
I have not
आइडिया है
done.
कि जॉब में अगर आपको डू यू हैव एन आइडिया दैट इफ यू वर डूइंग अ जॉब हाउ मच would people pay you on an average?
Yeah, if I would have been an engineer, then yeah, the starting is very low. But yeah, if I
अभी इस
consider
स्टेज पे
myself,
कितना कर रहे होते हैं क्योंकि हमें कोई बेंचमार्क चाहिए ना
हाँ हाँ हाँ. So I must have done okay. So possibly I would have been in 80,000 or 1 lakh kind of.
ठीक है तो लेट्स से अगर हम एक नंबर पकड़ के चलते हैं 80,000 क्योंकि अभी हम अपना वाई डू सो वी कंपेयरिंग विद a comfort. All you have to do is just put an application and get a job right now.
Yeah,
You're a
yeah.
BTech, right?
Yes, yes. Computer science.
So I'm saying, okay, my question is, ki, let's say if you define success for you in the next 6 months, how would you say, ki, you know what, now I'm really successful? That's successful. How will you measure that success in the next 6 months?
Mhm. Like uh, the minimum benchmark where I'll feel that now I am successful. You're asking that?
हाँ, as a you are an emotional wellness coach.
Yeah.
ठीक है राइट नाउ तो अभी थोड़ा सा you're building. It's
Yes.
not sustainable. Like one client in 3 months is not something that you can pay your rent and food, right? That's not possible. So मैं बोल रही हूँ कि next 6 months में अगर हम बोलें कि शुभांगी, I- Shubhangi, if she says, yeah, I'm having a successful emotional wellness business,
Yeah.
what will be different for you?
In term, are you asking the number,
Like
income, how much
anything,
you are
anything.
getting?
Let's say Shubhangi is successful. If you call yourself like 6 months में हम बात करेंगे दोबारा तो आप बोलोगे I'm a very successful wellness coach. So what would be different for you? Because success is different for everybody, like you said, right? IS.
Mm.
तो आपके लिए सक्सेस में क्या क्या चीजें आती हैं?
Right. So for me, money is really not a big thing. So for me, if I'm able to eat well, live well, that's enough. So for me, even if I'm earning 1 lakh, it's good enough. In that, the kind of charity I want to do, that is also possible. So that's I wouldn't need more than that. More than that is desires. Like I want to travel and things like that. So based on income, if you ask what's the success, it's like 1 lakh is good enough for me to just live a happy life. But to look forward to the all the desires, yeah,
That would be
that
your,
is
yeah, you will call yourself successful if you're making 1 lakh a month and you are having a good emotional state and you're able to fend for your family and yourself.
yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I am able to buy things not thinking twice because I am not earning right now, so I have to ask my parents right now
Yeah.
to
And
invest.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I know that you have already done, you're already doing this thing, taking support from the coaching. But what, anything else that you have tried to get here where you want to go?
Uh, till now, not really. I have been small courses happens, right? Just 2 days, 3 days. I just kind of explored those, but I didn't feel good about it. So this is the second time I'm talking to any coach.
And so, Shubhangi, tell me something. Why is it important for you now to make that at least 50 to 1 lakh a month? Why? What happens? What happens if it doesn't happen? If it continues like this way? अगर नेक्स्ट
I
1 ईयर
won't,
भी ऐसे ही रहेगा तो क्या होगा?
no. So क्या होगा, that would be like my parents have put in their money even if they don't know what I'm doing right now. So that's a trust they have put on me ki okay, she is passionate about something that we don't understand. But anyways, they are investing on it. The trust maybe start going ki what she is doing may be not sustainable and she is not secure in this job what she has chosen. So
Hmm.
that thing will be going and I don't want that to go because this is something that I really love and I want to do that. Yeah.
So you're scared
So
चला जाएगा तो you might be
uh,
deported, or they will be pressuring you to do something which,
something else.
like a
Yeah.
job or something which you probably will
Don't
not,
want to.
because you found your passion. It's just that
Yeah.
growing here is right now not an option for you.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah. And the fact that I continue serving, like for me, if I'm not getting clients, I take the clients from, not clients, but I keep practicing. I take the people from the community only. If they ask for like free help, I just go because I want to keep doing this work. So, yeah, that is something I want to do.
Very beautiful.
Yeah.
That's very nice because that's our first pillar of our work. They call it passion to profit for a reason. Okay,
Yeah.
we say passion is must. But people who come in our community, we are like, if you're coming only for the money, we might not be able to, because money is a byproduct of your work. So I like that
Yeah.
about, that you're doing that. Um, So what I'm hearing right now, Shubhangi, is that, you are right now still kind of building your business, which is not at the moment sustainable, although you're really good in what you do, which is shown by you yourself assessing it, people working for free, people getting transformations. But if it's not sustainable, you might have to kind of start looking for other streams of income, which basically means also, you know, cutting down on your time and doing something else.
Yeah.
So now, based on what you've shared with me, I have a clear sense of how I can possibly give you a plan and help here. So should I walk you through let me
Yeah.
walk
Yeah.
you
Please.
look like. So I'll create a whiteboard plan for you. I'm gonna create, let me just share my screen and we'll draw like a mini model for you with the goal of, let's say, you're already charging a 30 with a goal of a 1 lakh right now. in the next 3 months.
Pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Realistic goal बनाते हैं three, which is after talking to you, and I'm taking your consent also here, which is like a 3 lakh feels good to your nervous system. Sorry, not 3 lakh, 1 lakh feels good to your nervous system in 3 months. Although,
Yeah.
like the fact that you are telling me that I'm capable of making 5 lakh, which I also, right?
Yeah. Like in six
I
months,
know.
it's possible, I
Yeah.
think.
So when you say that it's possible, it's good for me to know that your body is able to receive it. And for me, as somebody who has worked with insane number of people, I know that it's possible in the next 3 months. But I'm not going to say that unless you have tasted something. So I'm going to just say, let's start with the goal of next 3 months plan is a 1 lakh consistent plan.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 lakh in the next 3 months. So, and the idea is here is let's build a sustainable business. How can I make a sustainable business? What sustainable means, a, something that you can predict, like
Yeah.
not right now कि अरे 30,000 है अब next आएगा कि नहीं आएगा, next आएगा कि नहीं
Mm.
आएगा. But sustainable means something that you can predict. हाँ, I am making between 1 to 3 lakh for sure. उससे कभी नीचे तो नहीं. This is predictable. When you have a sustainable business, then you can look at growth, scalability, right? But right now we have to move from survival to sustainable. Right now is barely surviving. Yet let's move to only sustainable business can grow with. And so let's just create our plan here. And we always start with the end in mind. End in mind being the 1 lakh goal. And so right now, this is happening. The close of right now, the current state is closing of one client in 2 months, 2 to 3 months. And this is happening through right now close. Now, if I have to, now let's understand what is the number that is required here. Sorry, close goals. So the number that I require, that we require, that you require at a 30K, this thing is just 3 to 4 clients, honestly, right? 4 clients. 4 clients is what you need in a month
Yeah.
to make a lakh. It's 1.2 lakhs, honestly, but you need only 4 clients a month.
Yeah.
That means right now your process is that is working for you. I don't want to change anything right now. We change things only when we're at the growth stage. We, like you said, pivoting things only when we know कि हाँ इतना तो आता ही है, अब कुछ नया experiment करेंगे. So I don't want to experiment with your model because you already are. This is happening for you. When you talk to the people, you have achieved like 3 good success stories. Conversion has happened. So we'll continue with this. That means when people are coming to you for a call, they convert. So we only need 4 clients. You only need to speak to you only need to convert 4 clients at 30K a month. And what does that look like? That simply looks like that at any given point in your system, how does this you also need like a 20% thing, a standard number. These are industry number. You only need 20 people. Let me give you an example of nurture. You saw my you although you said that you had bought a long time back, but you saw that WhatsApp thing was WhatsApp nurtures you saw, and
Yeah.
many people like that. And right now, this is right now. So similarly, you need only 20 such people in your system. who are ready to book a call. For example, in my case, right now my calendar is completely booked out. Now, those booked out number is coming not from anywhere else, but from people here, right? So that's, you only need 20 people who are always like, okay, I want, who are probably booked the calendar for you, who are continuously booking calendar book calls for you this week. You should have at least, so if you have 2 4 clients in a month, that means you should have at least one call booked every day, less than one call, right? So 20 calls a month, one call a month is what you need. Sorry, one call a day, only one call a day you need on a consistent basis, right? Now,
Yeah.
the question will be, ha, Latika, this, if 20 calls are booked, then I can easily do this. Is
Yeah.
you feel like that way?
Yeah, it's possible.
Now the question comes, but how do I get these 20 nurtures
20.
at any point in time? So that's when we'll go to the, and these people will come from your, like you said, I want to content, from your content that speaks your own wow factor, that makes them feel that, hey, this is great. So let's talk about the numbers here. We only need not even much, only 200 eyeballs. Although I don't know how much of an experiment with Instagram, when you go to see the reels views, it can have 2000 views also. And with social media, we have an unfair advantage. That means it doesn't work on the standard number. It, any reels get viral, right? Some reels get really high views. That's the unfair advantage we have on social media. So that means we actually, you need only 200 to be, you can, even if you get nothing, even if you get only 50 new followers a month or 200 views on your post, you can still get that. But because social media has given an unfair advantage, I'm going to write here 20,000 also. Like you said, you saw the reels of the influencer. Those people have gotten 1 million kind of, or 10 lakh to 1 million kind of views on certain reels. So that's the possibility. It sometimes can fly off if you're doing it consistently. If you basically experiment with the magic of the content game. So these are the numbers. So, okay, the numbers look doable to you, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now,
It's possible.
okay. Now we have why, we discussed the why, we discussed the what. Why? Because this is what your love and passion is, and without this, you know, you don't know what to do. So that's the why, and that's helping people. And what is, this is what will keep you sustainable. Now let's discuss the how of it a little bit. Okay. So now this number is okay. Let's start from the beginning. Attract is, you have gone through the sprint already. So which basically simply means we don't work with, we work with something which is absolutely, um, what we do here is simply plug in story selling in all three parts of the business, right? Okay. All, so all the three parts of the funnel rather, right? All three parts of the funnel, which is attraction, nurture, and closing. Why? So that you are not feeling that, hey, I'm using AI, I'm using dancing, I'm using trends, and I'm using this hi fi editing. All of those things are not sustainable. They will burn you out. You are supposed to be an emotional coach. You want to work with modalities, different modalities. You want to keep honing your skill. You want to do what you're good at. You don't want to become a marketeer. All you want to do is authentically be you, actually give value content the way you are doing with free people for free also. Same thing, we do it on social media. That's, that becomes free work, right? So we do that by simply using, inside the program, we call it Magic Marketing Machine, which simply means using authentic, raw wow factors, right? And using story selling model, simply because people connect with humans, people connect with your why, and that is shown in your videos. Now, hey, but Latika, can I get, how do I do so many videos? And again, that's the process that we do. We 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 have a story selling frame, and we also have the wow factors of yours. We combine them, we batch create and automate that also. So we use technology so that you don't have to spend in all day marketing. You don't spend more than 15 minutes a day on social media, so that you can spend all the day in actually serving all the business days, right? So that's what helps us achieve this. So it's pure social media game. Now, social media, like you said, you're working with DM, so that's also social media. The social media can have various things: outreach, DMs, comments. Simply posting is good enough, right? With the right strategy. What do you post? How do you post? How do you get people to take action? That's the organic way of doing things. And next is, so you get people here, and you'll give them an offer to, hey, you know I have this video, talking about how do you how my my Himalayan teacher stopped my monkey mind, or how you can get unstuck, something like that, and get them to get your free video, which also has your call booking link. So you have continuous people coming to the nurture part of it, right? And that's when they become your in the they receive your emails, they receive your video sales letter, they receive your WhatsApp groups. So they're nurtured in all the different places, which again can be automated. You don't have to do things manually. All the manual work that you do is actually creating your content from the heart, using your own authentic voice, using your own pace and energy. And this is where you do close. And here also we have in here also you lead people with a story selling based content closure. Now, I'm feeling that even your conversion ratio, I do not know how much is that. Like when you say people are DMing, how many people are actually booking? Is it, if it's less than 50%, that might
Oh, yeah, like there it is less than 50%. Like there, especially I'm not getting very quality leads.
quality leads will be a
I'm
problem in if the messaging is not correct.
not correct. Exactly.
Is something, maybe
Even
you might be using a script, you might be using some like method that applies for all, but you're not using something, a gold mine. You know what's a gold mine?
yeah,
Your energy. Yeah, your inner. So if you use that, the idea is to attract the right kind of people. Qualification can happen with ads, the qualification will not happen, but the right kind of organic content, the qualification happens. And obviously that also can be done with ads. Right, ads also needs to have the same authentic wow factors. You have to see, you have to experiment with that. And then it happens here, and then closure. So this, even this percentage will increase. So this percentage, ideally, if in the DM method, you should be getting more than 50%. 60 to 70% will be my goal for you. Uh, and even this, when people come for call booking, 30 to 50% should be my, is ideally should be a ratio of conversion. For example, if 20 people come to book your calls, there should be definitely between 4 to 6 conversion definitely happening. Now, how do we assure that? Again, you need a story selling framework here also. So I threw all the three parts of the funnel. Okay. So
yeah,
does this feel like that? Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. Like I have seen the demo video where you show that
Hmm.
you are handling the objections. So I
Mhm.
have learned the sales process here. So that was a good experience in the with whom I'm working. So I could recognize, okay, this I have also learned
Yeah,
with few things that you like whatever objections you were handling
correct.
that was given there. So yeah, and yes, so this is something I understood, but I feel like people say the conversions are not more than 3% or 4%. Is it a very high number, 20%?
The
Or some
conversion.
have even mentioned 50% conversion in the videos.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I felt, is that possible really?
So, so when you say conversion is 3%, it is in what context?
Uh,
My context is this, right? The entire funnel. यहाँ पे. So imagine somebody who doesn't know Shubhangi at all, and then they watch your beautiful reel series. They binge watch your reel series on how do you emotionally regulate yourself in corporate setups, something like that, or at home. They loved it. They come here. They get nurtured for another week or so. Then they come here. So we're talking about a conversion from right to here. So when you say something like that, I do not know what is so my context is this: the story selling from attract to convert. How do you how do you connect with somebody, a cold person, a cold audience for the very first time using story selling frame, which means energy, your unique energy plus strategy, right from the first interaction. So knowing, liking, trusting. And when you say 2%, 3%, I think you might be talking about your current DM strategy. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah,
Huh, so that is, so what is that doing? That is directly attack. I mean, that's directly coming in between. That's not taking the person from here till here.
yeah,
This is a longer sequence, right? For
mm,
example, look at yourself. You said that you are in the funnel for some time, right? So there's a longer sequence, a lot of people, and that gives enough, that's humanizing. And immediately, if you like, imagine this, somebody wants to imagine like that, okay, a lot of on a highway, lot of corporate, जहाँ पे corporate companies हैं, you're staying in Delhi, right? Wherever the corporate hub is, वहाँ पे there are a lot of people who come, who have the money. And if I stand on the road and start selling, you know, real estate or insurance, will that work? Maybe 1 2%. But if I start meeting them and nurturing them for a month, right from here till here, conversion will be different. So, like I said, remember what I said? We are working for not a short term strategy, हाँ immediately करना है, या धीरे धीरे sustain करना है. The good part of you is like, and anybody should be, I'm here to like serve, right? So this is happening. This happens, everything is a byproduct. Obviously, you will use the right systems and processes, which I'll tell you in a second. So conversion happens. So if this is this is the percentage, no? So if 20 calls are booked, 4%, 20% to 30% is 4 clients.
yeah,
This is the standard number for high value products that we practice. And even in the webinars, even the webinar has the same, but you're not doing webinars. I'm going to not talk about it and confuse you there at the moment. Maybe later when you are going to the growth stage, you can look at webinars. Okay. So do you think this is something that, was helpful for you? Would you like me to show you further, deeper into this?
yeah, yeah. This seems like sustainable for sure. Yeah.
Cool.
And one question I had, like my business coach told that whatever video we make should be like aesthetically good and things like that. Is
Mm.
that really a requirement?
No,
Because
in
right
fact,
now
yeah.
I'm not able to put up with that.
Hey, but Shubhangi, haven't you come across videos that are like gone viral, who are like really basic videos? with not even painted walls, like dingy ambience, and they are doing videos. Have you not come across such videos?
Yeah, yeah.
And if you have not seen my video, I don't know.
You live in a very beautiful place.
You
Hmm.
talking about in the videos or this background?
I think you live in Himachal, no?
Yeah,
So
that's right.
yeah,
Okay,
it's like naturally aesthetically good.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a good insight actually. But I'm gonna show you. Just I'll take a moment more. I do have a call after that. 6. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. This has about. Okay, can you see this video?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
She is also, I'm showing you this because she's in a similar field. She's a psychologist. And her right now, I don't now I'll show you her numbers. Wait a second.
I
Okay, are you
think
able to see the numbers? 1 second, let me just show you the camera properly.
uh, yeah, it's 3, 4 digit. I can see that. Like
It
it's
is, it's yeah, it's 700 likes and 42,000 reshares
wow.
and forward is, this is her video, entire video is like this. And so all my clients uh, are absolutely advised. I tell them no edit videos, only videos like this. And that is why I said no, nothing doing, because you only want to work here. And I'll tell you why. You have already gone through the wow factor. You know it why. I'll try to make it very short. Simply because what you are chasing is perfection. You
Ah,
yourself, right? Why do you want to give that impression that hey, you want to be perfect? So you basically also giving a message that you want to be perfect. That's not the message you want to give your other work. You're saying you can be emotionally regulated come whatever the situation is in your life.
yeah,
And if you are don't have the aesthetic that you feel, of course you're lit, I can see it's a nice yellow background, but if
yeah,
you feel as not aesthetic, that's not the truth. We don't need aesthetic. Aesthetic is subjective. So
yeah.
anyway, so point is what we do here. Um, Coming back to your question, that answer is no, and we rewire that. Let me just show it to you in a second. So let me just tell you how do we do it inside. I'll walk you through the A to Z of how do we make this happen inside the Passion to Profit playground. Should I show you right now? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Passion to Profit playground is my signature program. And so what we do and in this Passion to Profit playground per se is three things that have really kind of helped people to actually go from being clueless and not having sustainable business, but being actually in their own real self and build a sustainable and growth business that stays in forever, like a legacy, not like a short-term online business that you apply a new technique, apply a new webinar technique, apply a high ticket technique, apply a DM technique, and then grow for about a year and then flat because you are feeling so forced. But
Yeah,
something what we do here is if it's passion, it has to be sustained forever, so much ever that it should be a legacy that your progeny also carries. Even if you don't have progeny, it should be turned into lectures, books, etc. But that can happen only when you are able to do it fully and with fulfillment. And obviously, money is very important because if you are not bringing money, how can you sustain it? You have to put, ultimately you cannot be living with your parents forever. You will have to get your own house, you have to put food on the table, you have to have whatever, if you're having a family, all of that is required. So money has an important role to play, but if money and passion can be combined, nothing like it. That's the most beautiful way to live, and that's what we are working towards. So what we do here is number one is the story selling engine. Now what does that do? Look, so number one thing that we do is story selling engine. Like I already told you, we apply story selling engine in all three parts, like right from your social media. Okay,
Mhm.
social media, what does it look like? It looks like creating your content which attracts people, right, attracts the right kind of people. That means you don't have to qualify them later. They're qualified, they're liking you, that means they are resonating. That's qualification. If they are resharing, that's qualification. They were DMing you, that's qualification. Because your organic content, they're like, okay, I love it, DM, right? What that looks like for somebody like you who says that, hey, I'm not doing content at the moment and I feel aesthetics and I feel, force, I feel I have to follow the script. So something like that we do inside. uh, if somebody to like you starts, the first thing that we put you into something called garbage post challenge. Okay, that's to remove your perfection syndrome, because you were supposed to be completely imperfect, but it was conditioning that did that to you. So we are just removing that conditioning and becoming okay with who you are. Once that is done, we also then put you into something called unleashing your wow factor. So you really get comfortable in knowing who you are, what is your strength, what's your unique voice, what does people, you don't know. A lot of people do not know what is their own wow factors because we did not get a chance or room to experiment with that. What you think about yourself versus what people think is different things. So we unleash, it's a challenge that you do and understand, okay, people are liking this about me. Maybe this is what I will, use that as an optic. Once that is done, then you start getting comfortable in sharing your gifts with the world. That's when your idea of all that emotional wellness coaching that you do, then you compartmentalize that into fears, frustrations, goals, desires, and then share that with the world in your own unique way. Because now you have gotten a command of wow factors, you've gotten a command of, imperfection. You are really being proud of your content because that has proven with the evidence by people liking your post, DMing you with your organic content. Imagine when DMing with the ads feels like, okay, you're using algorithm. But if you're DMing with your organic content, that must feel very proud because then, hey, people are liking my own energy, unique energy. Next
Yeah.
thing that we do is uh, growth challenges. So there's a so growth challenges is something that we do. Remember how you told me that right now nobody understands my business. I have to explain. They are just understanding that she's passionate. So business journey, building any business as an entrepreneur is anyway lonely journey because either you don't have a lot of entrepreneur friends who are in a similar journey. A lot of people must be your, either they must have been in engineers, they must be having glorified jobs, or maybe USP, it's still cracking UPSC, etc. You might not have that, camaraderie of other emotional wellness coaches or other people. And entrepreneurship when you're growing is anywhere lonely. Now, and growth challenges and so, what we do in growth challenges, we do things together in a community. For example, we have things like 100 leads challenge, organic, obviously. We go every month, we have some challenge. So, for example, sales challenge. For example, we have something beautiful called Miracle Day Routine Challenge. That is a beautiful thing that we do to, uh, to basically uh, solidify our law of attraction, to start attracting good things because you are, energizing yourself mentally, spiritually. We do miracle day routine. We also do something called magic marketing machine. So every month we have growth challenges. So you're budding up with somebody's tracking your progress. So every month you are reaching some milestone or goals. So your growth is with somebody. You are like every time competing with others and budding up with somebody, and like you will be like, okay, if she can do some reels like somebody, you're learning from other people. You're like, if she can get 10,000 reels, even I should do that. Maybe you can take help from each other. People are helping each other out in the community, in the growth challenges. Okay, third thing that we do is Progress tracking is simply like you just told me that, hey, I made, I got three sales, but I got like only three in the last 6 months. So in progress tracking, the whole idea is, let's say we have a kickstart call and we decide that, hey, Shubhangi, if this feels good in the nervous system, we will aim for 1 lakh, let's say by next business quarter. Now, if we have decided that, progress tracking helps us track our progress on a daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly basis so that we know we are reaching this goal. Now, that's why we set up the goal together. Whatever feels realistic, we stick to that because you will be also working towards it. And the team, you will also have a success enabler. Everybody has a success enabler to make sure that, once you have a weekly check in, if anything is stopping you, make sure we remove that, help you out anywhere you're getting stuck. You like, for example, you may say, hey, I got only 2 call bookings. So then we'll figure out, okay, what is missing? Let's get you 4 call bookings. What's missing here? Well, Latika, I was not able to do 5 videos, or I was able to do 5 videos, but I did not get any this thing. Can you do an audit? So we are making sure every week that you are at least getting 4 to 5 bookings for sure. Hypothetically giving you an example, looking at this sheet. So progress tracking happens on a weekly basis so that you're definitely making progress every week to meet your 3 months goal every month. A year has 4 business quarters. Remember we said sustainable. So for example, first 2 quarters our aim would to become sustainable. Every month you should have a predictable income. Next month, let's say you achieve 1 lakh. Next quarter we will discuss about, okay, now maybe you need to make it 1.5. Maybe you can increase your ticket size. Maybe you can change the offer, something like that. Then maybe in the next third quarter, if you feel that, hey, you can do something else, you want to serve more people, something like that, maybe you can introduce a webinar model. So every quarter you are having newer levels of business growth, which feels aligned in your body. You don't want to do anything which is like anti you, something that you feel, and you discuss with your success enabler
Ma'am,
realistic.
I have to put one's power. I'll just
Huh.
yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Charging. Yes. It's done.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
where was I?
Yeah, weekly progress
Ah,
tracking
so
will have.
yeah, so I was just saying that this is what the tracking would look like. Tracking looks like, because yeah, so wherever it's happening, so this is important. Okay. Me, I was saying that it has to be aligned. So when you,
Yeah.
something that we do in progress tracking, the way we start working with anybody is we get you, we used to have a kickstart call, like similar to this, and we see, okay, what are a few things that you can shift, and we decide a goal that feels okay to you as well, and then we work towards it. If you say, okay, Latika, but how much hour, like I know some people say, okay, how much time, I have my kids, I have my family, I can spend 3 hours. So we design the goal accordingly because it should not feel burned out. Anything that is burned out, that means it's not going to be sustainable. So we only want to do sustainable. Once it's sustainable, maybe you can hire later after 1 2 years. You will create a standard operating procedure for each part. If when you want to grow, you can have also a setup to grow. You can have somebody who can help you also grow. Okay. Okay. What is making sense?
Yeah. So yes, I understood. So this is going to be like a group call sessions, right? I think the community sessions, these things.
Yeah, we have both. I'll tell you the weight of support. We have both one-on-one as well as the group. I want to know which is this making sense to you?
Yes, yes, this is making sense. And like, I want to know whether story selling, when we do, is it only video that we have to put? As I have not been like right now comfortable with the camera right now, but I'm trying myself.
Nothing is have to.
Okay.
Everything is what you feel called to. Now there's a difference between what you feel called to and fear. We don't want fear to happen. Remember we said wow factor. So what I said, that how your audience sees you is different from what you see yourself. So what does that mean? So I'll give you an example of video versus text. So I have people who did video. So in this, somebody who's like you, when they start, they have feels like, okay, I'm not good with camera, I'm good with writing. I said, we do not know. There's something that you're feeling, audience might feel something else. So that's why these very systematic method, garbage post, wow factor, then magic marketing machine. So what you're doing is you're first regulating your own nervous system, telling them it's okay, rewiring it, and then starting the serving process. After that, you will also realize that what is people like, what are people liking. You will experiment with both text based post, voice based if you like, video based. Your audience will tell you. So I have people who whenever they post, all their text based posts get more likes than the video. Then we decided, okay, stop doing video, do video sometimes only in stories. You do only text based. With your case, of course, we the fear, if there is, if it's the fear that has to go off, because if you're building business, we have to, become more and more okay with all of these things. But in terms of, if you ask me the social media में मैं क्या करूँगी, that we will test whatever your audience likes. If your audience likes you with your camera and face more, you will continue that. If your audience likes your text more, story based text more, you will continue that.
Yeah, yeah. I want to do video. It's not like I don't want. I'm just trying to be comfortable with the camera, but I'm
Yeah.
not able to do as many times as my coach is saying. So it
Hmm.
feels like I'm not, I don't want to, kind of, the resistance is coming.
Yeah. That all has, this is what we tackle. That's why we tackle it with growth challenges. We have something called go live like a superstar. It's a very simple step by step process. You just follow that. Is just do 7-day challenge. It becomes a second nature.
Yeah, right, right. Yes.
Which part of this is making sense to you? One or two or three or anything or nothing?
Yeah. So for me, like all three is good. Like for me, story selling itself, I have been searching like story selling for, I have like recently seen one woman, Ashley Render, I think she also teaches. I was just seeing her videos.
Hmm?
So story selling is something that I want to learn. So yeah, the story selling always works. The second growth challenge, yes, I think that will be helpful to get out of my comfort zone and see what's the possibility rather than like being in the fear all the time.
Right.
Mm. And yeah, progress tracking, if done beautifully, then then I can grow well, sustainably, possibly. Yeah.
So the way we implement these three things is, like I said, number one is your weekly check-ins. So every week we check in, audits, anything that you're doing, your audit, your Q&A to see if there are any bottlenecks, to see the progress, right? Then there's daily also, daily self check-in. You have a dashboard, you're checking in with things that have been told to you, all those things like I just shared with you. Um, then is so weekly check-in, then monthly check-in, and the quarterly check-in. Quarterly check-in is for the goals. What are business goals? Okay.
Quarterly is like
Three
3 months.
3 months, huh?
Oh,
90 days is a good time to set up the process, automate it, run it, and stabilize it. So that is why business quarter. Okay. Now you asked me, so there are two kinds of support that we have. One is the VIP support, which basically means one-on-one with me along with the group. Both. It is a combination of group as this is somebody who needs more access to me, who is probably needs more, people who are working on their webinar scripts, who need more attention on their maybe story selling frameworks or content, etc. More hand holding. It's good for them. Um, and the other one is the group. Okay. Which one are you more inclined towards?
Yeah. Mm, I'm wanting to work 101, but I don't know whether I don't think so. I have the money for that
No worries.
right now.
I'll share the the investments, and then we can decide.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
VIP investment right now that we have along with the group is 2.95 lakhs. And for the group, it is 59,000.
Like for how much time this would be?
Four quarters. That means every quarter, 4 quarters. That means 1 year.
Yeah. And so in group, is it like the selling thing and everything? How
See,
suppose to I have problem like I am not able to make story selling content. Suppose I am having doubts and also how
so
uh,
so we have weekly check-ins on Tuesdays for that. So that's what. So that is a area. So you will still get me. You will still get my my support, my full-on support here. It will be on a weekly check-in.
so
You
will
also
you help like one on one
yes.
like
So like even if it's a group, so we have a group check-in. Even if it's a group, so people share their audit questions already. So for example, when we start, they already filled out their questions that, for example, you'll fill out that, hey, this is the story I've made, or this is the issues that I'm facing, or this is my content. I need audit in these one, two, three things, and these are my questions. So I already have that when we start. So I look into your thing, we start auditing, we take the questions, and till the time your content, like everything is solved, then we move to the second person. Now the group setting is also has another benefit is that if you want to like compare, one of the benefits, if you can see, if you move it to this one, should you choose this one, is that other people also support you in a group setting. The way you can think about is that it's not just me. Everybody is like supportive of each other. Everybody wants to help each other grow. So sometimes, let's say you ask something, but the other person already has done it before. They can tell you, hey, Shubhangi, you know what? This is what I did. Maybe this will inspire you. So I will tell you as a, guidance, etc. Somebody else might tell you what they did. So you get inspiration from all the places.
yes. So uh, I think I would want to join group only because of the funds.
I have the,
Is
yeah,
it fine? Is it fine? Like, is it possible to get to that level of 1 lakh per month sustainably through group?
absolutely. So the person I think you were talking about, I do not know if you were talking about Nandini. So you said that you saw some transformation. So
Mhm.
Nandini is a girl from Chennai. She was in an IT job, and when she joined, she was working in an IT job, and she has a side hustle. She was working as a wellness, fitness, weight loss, and skincare coach. And she said, Latika, I was like, I would like my IT job is not like, I mean, this is what I love doing. I love people, coaching people on weight loss and skincare. But IT job is, I'm just doing it for sustainable money. But my dream thing is if I can make the same amount of money and then grow in my business. So she said, I said, okay. She honestly, she had the fund issue. So she had the fund issues because I really wanted to work with her one on one. So I do not work with one on because I have limited. So I have only 5 slots for one on one in a month. I had that slot and I wanted to work with her. Why? Because I saw the potential and I knew if I work with her, she's going to go crazy in 3 months. So, but I proposed to her a different model. I said, okay, just get in. Although I can't support you on a one on one, I'll support you as much as I can. She got into a group model. She not just matched her salary in 4 or 5 fifth month. She's now 3 times her salary.
Wow.
She was like crying, like, Latika, I quit my job. I put my resignation. I'm so happy. I feel so proud. And I have a video about that. Um, so yeah, she was in group to answer your question. So she managed that.
Mhm.
She was making 1 to 1.5 lakh. She was earlier making around 40,000 in an IT job.
Yeah. So like within how many months she could
I think,
get to 1 lakh or something?
first of all, there is no standard, but I can tell you about her.
Yeah.
But everybody has, you are
Yes,
different. She was different.
that's true.
Let me tell you something. You have an advantage if you want to think about that. This girl was doing an IT job of 9 hours, man.
Yeah, with that
And
she
with that, she did. And I don't think so. You are doing a job right
no
now.
no
So
no.
now you can. So it will be unfair for me to say, okay, that because everybody's story is that she was doing a 9 hour job. Along with the job, she was spending weekends because she badly wanted to do this. So she also had the skin in the game. And plus, we were supporting her at all 3 levels: attraction, nurture. I was creating her VSLs, helping her with magic marketing machine, things like that. So within 4 months, 3 months, she matched her salary. 4 fifth month, she started making more. I tell
Yeah.
anybody, we tell people to, you, that's not the case with you, but when people are doing their side job, we tell people to make it as like you will match your salary in 1 or 2 months, but don't immediately leave. Sustain it for 3 more months. Then you can leave and now do full time business.
I guess that now, yes. So possibly I would want to go with the group.
Hmm.
Mm. Yeah. So but right now I'll have to get money from my father.
Okay, so lovely. Good to know that. Can I suggest something?
Yeah, yeah.
So we are having a check-in with the group. I mean, so the first step that we do here, I think I forgot to mention, which I think you would love, is something here. Where is my group support here? So, by the way, obviously, group is not one to one, group is group, but you do get one to one, which is every quarter, because I'm the one who is going to check your goals and make it happen, as in, help you in enablement that. So you will get one on one, but that will be 4 in a year. And the first one happens before you start. I mean, first happens after you get in, like maybe. So 4 year, right? 4 101. So my suggestion to you is that we do have our next session on Tuesday, and today is Thursday. I would be traveling this weekend, and then we get into our group training sessions. We're starting a beautiful training which will help you in your attraction stuff, and we're starting a sprint with other people that will again help you. There's another person who is into the process of garbage post challenge, who I can buddy you up, because when you are budding up, you can like do it together means just check in on the group. Hey, this is I've done this. People are sharing your things, so people are cheering you up, etc. So my suggestion to you is that I do have a slot tomorrow, and I can get you started with the kickstart plan and also put you into the growth sprint. right? So my suggestion to you is, I know that you have to check with your father, which you can do that. So asking your father is more of like a respect thing, or let's say he says no, then what happens?
I'll have to convince him.
Ah, so then
Yeah,
in that case, it's what I'm understanding is in that case, it's not more like it's more of a convincing thing. It's not like you know you will still want to take help and go ahead with this.
yeah,
It's more like how do I make it happen? It's not like should I or
yeah,
should I not, right? So in that case, it's a good thing. So just my suggestion, if you feel like it, no pressure, just a suggestion. Maybe I can help you get started tomorrow itself because I do have a slot available right now. After that, I would not have a slot for a longer time, for 4 days. So I do have a slot and I would love to work with you. I see the potential. I would love to get started. The way you can get started right now is you don't have to pay the entire amount. You can pay whatever is feasible right now from your GPay and pay the later after talking to your dad. That's you will have the flexibility on that. Will that help you?
yeah. So I have this one thing. If my father says it's a no, then I'll have to wait for him or for me to make a next client and then put you.
So
So that
then
it
even
would
that is not a
be,
problem now.
yeah, but when I will get that I'm not very sure.
Isn't that is why you are in the program?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I'm
absolutely.
sure, right?
Yeah,
I am sure that you will. I would not offer you to be in the program without getting it without the money. I don't offer people to get in the program without
exactly.
putting money. I'm
Yeah.
inviting you. Hey, don't worry about the money. Let me help you get started. Because I know if you have managed three clients before, you will manage three clients in a month easily if you go by the process, right?
So if I like pay whatever amount right now, so
I can lock
like
you. I can lock you in.
and like for again, if suppose if I right now if I ask my father and he's like because right now he has this resistance that um,
Okay. What
nothing
I'll
is
do is,
working for you.
okay, so
Yeah,
let's do this thing. I'm just doing a little haste because I do have another call. So I'm just trying
yeah,
now that I have understood that it's just about talking to your father. Well, how about if I tell you how to talk to him?
yeah, yeah. That would
I'll
be
actually give you a framework about that. But
yeah.
that is later. I'll tell you
Okay.
about that tonight itself. I'll give you my personal number. We'll talk more about it once I get free around 7, 8-ish. We can talk about that on the phone also. Right now, I'm sure only if you can manage, is it possible for you to like just make a small deposit, maybe, I don't know, maybe 10K or something, so that I can lock you
10K.
in?
Okay. I don't have. I thought of like a small amount. Like I thought 1K. Right now, I really don't
Acha.
have it right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Acha.
So either like either if my father says yes, then I'm on it.
Hmm.
If he doesn't say yes, then I'll have to get a client
Okay,
to
let's
get
see.
into yours.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Just trying to see. In my head, what's going on right now is just that I have this tomorrow slot available. I'm just trying to see how I can put you in. That's all I'm thinking right now. So because so that like if you are wanting to get in, you should get in. Money is something I know that it can be managed because none of my clients ever we had to ever ask for money. They pay themselves whenever we have given them flexibility. So I'm like, I trust you on that. I'm just trying to say that how I can get started. Just allow me to help you on that.
Yeah.
Help you help that. Okay. So okay, do you have 5K in the GPay? Is that possible? Maybe you can borrow from somebody. Is that possible? Then I can quickly give you the slot for tomorrow, and then we can get started and equally give you the access to the story selling program and everything.
Right now, I have 5K in my account.
Hmm. So that's okay, no?
Just 5K I have in my
So then you
account.
can borrow money from your dad
Yeah.
for you
Yeah.
borrow another
He's
5K.
not here.
Hmm.
He's in school. He's a teacher, so he's there.
I'm saying, if you
Yeah.
would that be a problem if you have 5K, if you invest, if you pay the deposit, and when you meet your father later in the day, then you can borrow that from him later for yourself,
Ah, okay.
so
Mm,
that you can at least you have 5K to not let to get started immediately, no?
yeah. So is it okay if I start in next week also? Is it fine?
That's no, I don't want you to delay only because of the money. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to help you on that. If there be any other reason, I would have been okay. But if it's only the logistic reason, I'm just saying that, why do you want to miss the opportunity of getting a one-on-one kickstart with me and the sprint that is happening with Aswin and other people right now? Just join that. 1 week means then again, just something that is right now in the platter, uh, would not like you to miss it. Okay, so don't worry about the money part. Is it like just the money part, right? Are you still like the program,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so
Yeah.
let's do this thing. You put me also into fix now. Okay, I'm gonna put you here in the yeah, Zoom chat. I'm just putting my own personal GPay here, not putting company because that will take your time. Mm, just put 2,000. This should be two.
Uh, in,
Yeah, Google this one, Zoom chat.
yeah. Suppose like then when would the next thing I'll have to like next payment I'll have to do? Is
Okay,
there a
ideally, yes, I would like that.
yeah like why when I'll have to do it? Because then suppose if my father says it depends on his answer. If it is a yes, then I'm on it. If it is a no, then I'll have to get a client to
Yeah, I know that you have already told me that.
yeah.
So I'm just saying, so even if it's a client, no, Shubhangi, just work with us closely, properly. I can tell you, you can get a client in a month. That's not a problem. Not just client. Yeah, my thing would be if you're going by that goal, you should ideally crack 2 to 3 clients, but you'll manage it.
Sure, sure. I'm just sending. Mm. It's done.
Okay, lovely. Okay, give me a second.
Have
Friday.
you received it? I have sent it.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. Yes, I have.
Mhm.
Okay. So now I'm going to 7. You have 5 more minutes. I'll give you the access.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me a second. I'll just send you uh the access email.